All right, hello everybody. Good to see you guys. And yes, Paul, thank you for not stealing one of the few items I have on this list. So I do intend to keep it short and sweet, but want to start with introducing my staff. And I will say 2 of them have hit the road recruiting, and so they're not here, but Alex Cladis was Director of Operations for us last year, moved into an assistant coaching role, and Andy Gaynor, new to our staff, also as an assistant coach. But with us here is Associate Head Coach Dennis Hutter, and Director of Operations, Izzy Todd. And just briefly after introducing them, I will say, yes, there was definitely a lot of change, a change in the locker room, change in the coaching staff, a lot of new faces everywhere, from the coaching side of things and the perspective of what our offices are like every single day. I could not be more thankful for the group that I get to work with. And say it to you two here because you guys are here, but man, I appreciate these guys. I really appreciate these guys and the work that they put in and the investment they have in our young women, because it has been incredible to be a part of. It's an incredibly fun staff and a great group, team, staff, everybody, but I do think it starts up in our offices, and I'm just really pleased and happy with the way things have gone to this point. Like everybody, everyone's excited as their season starts, right? Everybody, no one's lost a game yet, so of course we're optimistic and we're excited with what's going on. I'm no different, of course. As I said, new faces in the offices, new faces in the locker room, and we're a very young team. We do not have a single senior on our roster. And in a day and age where people are always hunting, getting older, looking for the transfer portal, however that may be, we are not an old team. But what I will say is we're an incredibly hungry team, We know what the narrative of our team is. We know that we were picked to finish 7th in the league. We know that we lost Casey Baravich, and a player who's, program-changing type player. But that doesn't mean that the 15 players that we have on our team now aren't incredibly hungry to try and fight for making their name, both in the Summit League and within our program. We're going to do it from a team perspective. We're going to do it where we're not going to ask one person to say, hey, we need you to be Casey Baravich this year. It's going to be 15 players playing together and trying to figure out how we can accomplish our team goals. But they're hungry, and I'll tell you one thing that if you don't know from me is I want a team that plays incredibly hard, and I'm seeing that. I go back and I watch our practice films, and yes, we have a lot of things we're going to work on, but man, I'm proud every single time of how hard they're working, and that's what really excites me. That's what really gets me going and saying, you know what, we may not have any seniors, we may be doubted by a lot of people, but these guys are willing to work, and I think we can accomplish a lot with them. So I'm very excited about that. And part of everybody that plays in this program is having that pride, that excitement of putting on the jersey, but I do think it's incredibly special to have 3 players from the state of North Dakota this year on our roster, 2 being very, very local as well, 1 coming back to the state. And so you guys, they put the jersey on. I think we're going to have a lot of players playing with that pride, and you're going to see it. It's going to come out. We're going to be tested really early. Our non-conference schedule is no joke. Half of the teams that we have are picked in the top 3 of their leagues. And so again, youth is gonna get put to the test early, and that's okay. You talk about even just our first 2 games. Youngstown State picked to finish 5th in the Horizon League. New coach, a lot of new players, a lot of uncertainty from what we may see. Eastern Illinois, 3rd in the Ohio Valley. New coach, new faces, and so when you come and you kind of look at some of those things, you do say, yes, we want to be prepared specifically for them, but man, we are going to make sure that we have our house in order. And I think that's kind of where we're at right now, is we're going to continue to grind. Our players are staying excited every single day in practice. You're in that mundane phase when you hit practice 20 where it's not new season and you're still about 2 weeks from hitting your first game. But the excitement level has been there consistently, and they're playing for each other. And I guess I can just say I'm really proud of the team that I get to coach right now, and I can't wait to see what we do. So looking forward to a great year, and I hope we get to see a lot of your guys' faces at games this year. Thank you.